My life was turned upside down in 1977 when I saw a man in a clown face not dance, but move like a robot to music across our TV. And that man was Robert Shields, who is joining us today to tell us about the documentary, Robert Shields, My Life as a Robot, that they're going to be screening at the Chandler International Film Festival this weekend. And this is just a pleasure sitting here with you because you've changed people's lives with your moves in the dance world and everything, and we talked about that. But this documentary, which you're very humble about, takes us back to your beginning. Yeah. Let's talk about this, some of the footage you actually didn't realize that was still there.
Exactly. A lot of the footage in the documentary hasn't been seen in like 30, 40 years. You know, something like it was in a garage. Yeah. So it's all this archival footage the director found, and it's all black and white stuff from Union Square, where I was the first street mime in San Francisco. Yeah. I got arrested 5 times, and the film took 10 years to make. Yeah.
And we're looking at a picture right now of actually the original film. There goes some pictures of you. This documentary is amazing. But what was interesting is that the team that put this together, you at first were just like, sure, whatever.
Sure, whatever you want.
And we're looking at all this video that has really kind of like never been seen before of your start, and how I said when you came across my screen, I saw someone who was loving their art, who was enjoying it and making other people happy. And seeing this footage, that's what it's all about with you, isn't it?
Well, it's all about magic and physical comedy, and I love Chaplin and Keaton, and I always have since I was a little kid. I started in the streets when I was 20. Wow. You know, in San Francisco.
Yeah, and we got to mention that it just wasn't you were just going out there and doing this. At first you were, but someone discovered you and brought you to Paris?
Yeah, Marcel Marceau. I became his main guy. I was the first one he ever gave a scholarship to. I stayed at his house, and I went to his school in Paris, and I learned a lot from him. And then I broke away from that and then went right in the streets of San Francisco and carved up my own idea of what I wanted to do with physical comedy. I felt that his thing was a little bit too classical for me. I was basically raised with the Three Stooges and things like that. Yeah. You know, I wanted to make it more.
In this documentary, again, it takes it through the life of you as a robot, as we know, because you pretty much you mastered it to even where you had major dancers, celebrities. Michael Jackson, love the story about Michael Jackson calling you, and he pretty much, we're going to say, stole the robot from you in a way. Not stole, you probably borrowed it.
He wanted me to train him. So he came to my house, we hung out, we went to Vegas together, and I basically, you know, he taped all the moves, and when the dancing machine happened, that song, that was actually all my technique, and Michael was doing it, and of course he went beyond that. Michael's amazing, so he took all kinds of different kinds of things and put it in his act. But the robot and that popping stuff really started with me.
I know, and there you go. So then that takes us into the hip-hop dance world, where they studied you, and you had people coming to your doorstep. Yeah. And that's what this documentary really shows, how much you've touched a lot of people's lives in different ways, and that's why people have to come see this film.
Yeah, the robot has become like popular culture, and the filmmakers approached me and said, "Hey, do you know that you created the robot?" I go, "Yeah, so what?" And yeah, but that's huge, and we'd like to do a film on you. And I went, "Okay, fine." It turned out these guys are really great. Mark Bond is the director and editor, crackerjack editor, and his wife is the amazing producer. 10 years to put everything together with licensing attorneys and all the people and all the celebrities are in it, and the break dancers and the different dancers from all over the.
It's amazing.
And it's won 8 awards already.
Wow, that's incredible.
And it's playing at the Chandler Film Festival this Saturday at 12:30.
So I love it. Let's talk about, you actually live here in, Arizona. Yeah. So you moved here, and can we talk about, do they talk about in the documentary of why you moved here and all?
I did. Well, they didn't talk about that, but I just got out of LA. It was too much for me. I was too many parties, too much everything, and I was starting to meditate, and I wanted to go, and I went to Sedona, and I fell in love with it. And I was in Sedona for 30 years. Yeah. And I love Sedona, but the traffic and everything got too weird, so I moved to Clarkdale, where I live now, near Jerome.
That's very.
And I'm an artist. So
Yeah.
it's perfect for me. I overlook Sedona. I'm like, oh, there's Sedona. Good, bye-bye.
My goodness. So, again, we were talking before just how you changed my life and a lot of people because I saw someone doing something on TV that was amazing that made people forget their worries, forget their troubles. When we see the footage of San Francisco, in the Union Square there, and making people laugh and making them enjoy yourself and doing things, it's incredible.
Thank you.
And we were talking, you sliding, and then I'm giving some of the way, but it was so funny. Everyone thought you had special shoes.
Yes.
That you were doing that.
Yeah.
No, they were just regular.
They're leather.
That's it.
And I'd hook onto cars, and they'd slide me down the street, and I'd climb fire engines, and I'd take a cane, and it would slide me down the street. I was into the looking at everything like an old-time movie.
Oh, my goodness.
It's like a prop.
Like I said, I just remember the Shields Are Nails show. That's what I saw you on CBS, but you've done so many more things. In this documentary, you're going to want to go see, which is amazing. So we're looking at that was a famous scene right there.
Yeah, robots eating breakfast.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I wrote.
Can you do some for us as we go to break here?
Sure.
So
Tell me when.
It is, again, Robert Shields, My Life as a Robot, at the Chandler International Film Festival this Saturday. Check it out. He'll be there along with the director and everybody, and you have to come enjoy. It's There's our Daily Mix. We'll be back with more.